are these conspiracy theorists that the CEO of Pfizer and the head of the World Economic are talking about? Well, it's people like Dr. Robert Malone, who actually owns more patents on the mRNA technology than anyone. He was basically the founder of mRNA technology. And of course, you guys remember Dr. Robert Malone because he went on Joe Rogan to say that this vaccine was completely out of control and that these organizations are evil, et cetera, et cetera. And then what happened? Well, the episode got taken down. He got kicked off Twitter. For 3 days, everyone ran around saying Joe Rogan was racist. Well, Dr. Robert Malone just testified to the Texas Senate about the Great Reset and what these people are doing. This is just a couple days ago.
What I believed for a long time had to be a crazy conspiracy theory, this Great Reset, that was a book title published by the head of the World Economic Forum 4 months into the outbreak that spoke specifically about exploiting the outbreak for other purposes having to do with an economic agenda. In fact, we should take that seriously. That appears to have been the case. It appears to have been whether, all the nuance of where did the virus come from, how was it generated, was it intentionally released, was it inadvertently released, all that stuff is unanswerable. But I believe that when you look at the data, the information about the policies, when they were implemented, the monetary policies that were implemented that we're now living with, the consequences of, those data can best be fit as consistent with the plans of a group of people who had strong economic interests. And it's very difficult for me to account for the policies that have been implemented.
So last question for me.
Okay, so there's the guy who basically invented the mRNA technology. There's the guy who went on Joe Rogan just to express his views about the vaccines and mandates and everything else. He was kicked off Twitter. You all remember this. He was kicked off Twitter. And then remember we had that week where everyone was talking about deplatforming Joe Rogan and Spotify was going to get rid of him and people were talking about how he's racist and needs to be censored. And then magically out of nowhere, this video of him saying the N-word appeared, even though he wasn't saying it in a pejorative way. You could see how the machine operates. Does Robert Malone strike you as an alarmist or a conspiracy theorist or anything else? Or is he laying out, he's going, boy, guys, there's this book by this guy. And in the book, they talk about how we're going to do this great reset. And we can very obviously see how that is connected to COVID. And he speaks in a very, very calm manner.